friends, it's Ian from RTO here. Welcome to Friday. We nearly didn't have a Friday. The computer started glitching last night on live stream, and it glitched this morning. I managed to sort it out without the aid of my right hand man, but I've got to get to the bottom of it. Anyway, enough of my woes. It's live album ranking, and we're going to feature today FM, the UK band, not to be confused with the Canadian progressive rock band. Now, FM are a soft rock, AOR rock band. Now, I have seen them, and I've tried to rattle. I saw them support somebody, and I reckon it was when I went to see Meatloaf on the Blind Before I Stop tour. I'm not sure, but I did see them, and I thought they were pretty good live. They've only released 3 live albums, which is surprisingly, but they're all good. So we'll have a look at them today. So coming in at number 3, now this was released in 1993, and it's called No Electricity Required. It's a double live acoustic album that captures them stripping down their songs and recorded at Aziz Studios in 1992 in front of a small selected audience of fans and friends. So the band on this was Steve Overland on vocals and guitar, Merv Goldsworthy as ever on the bass, Peter Jupp on the drums, and Jem Davis on the keyboards. Now it's a mixture of their own stuff and covers, and it's pretty impressive. So this opens up with Bad Company's Seagull. It's a lovely version of it as well. Then they go into the Fleetwood Mac number Need Your Love So Bad, which also was recovered by Whitesnake. Excellent version of that. And then Rocky Mountain Way from Joe Walsh. And in the middle of that, they go into Black Velvet from Alana Miles. Can't go wrong with that. This really is good. Then we have Burning Down My Heart, a little bit, which is from the Tough It Out album. Then a little bit of Don't Stop from Fleetwood Mac. A little bit of Get Back from the Beatles. It's not a bad start to a acoustic set. Then they do Blood and Gasoline, which is off their Aphrodisiac album, and that's a pretty stripped down version of that as well. Then a bit of Superstition from Stevie Wonder, followed by Heard It Through the Grapevine of Marvin Gaye, Some Kind of Wonderful, Grand Funk Railroad, a little bit of Wilson Pickett's Midnight Hour, bit of Dancing in the Street, Face to Face, Pete Townsend. How many people do that live? And then 23 seconds of Enter the Sandman, followed by American Girls by Rick Springfield. Another really good medley. Then we get The Other Side of Midnight, which is from the Indiscreet album, Closer to the Heart, Taken to the Streets. Really good strip down, that is. Only the Strong Will Sigh from Tough It Out. A little bit of Love from Free. You see, they throw these in. Rocking Me from Rockville. A bit of Tush from ZZ Top. Long Way to Go from Rockville. What a good album this is. Blending their wonderful songs themselves, which are probably the way all these songs started. You can always tell a good sort of strip back, because these are the way that these guys would have wrote these songs. Throw in a few covers and you've got a thoroughly enjoyable album. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 6.5. Coming in at number 2, it's called Tough It Out Live. This was released in 2021. It was recorded on their 30th anniversary tour. Captures performances at the Norwich Waterfront, Manchester Academy and Leeds. And that's on disc 1. Now disc 2 is recorded between 2009 and 2016 at O2, Islington Academy and Winstanley College in Wigan, no less. So it's the same band, Steve Overland, Chris Overland on guitars on this one, Merv Goldsworthy, Pete Jupp and Jem Davis. So the first disc is the whole of their Tough It Out album. And just to remind, the tracks on it's Tough It Out, Don't Stop, Bad Luck, Someday You'll Come Running, Every Time I Think of You, Burning My Heart, The Dream That Died, Obsession, Can You Hear Me Calling, Does It Feel Like Love, Feels So Good, Digging Up the Dirt, and Tough. Then going to their other tracks, we've got Tough Love from Rockville, Hollow from Heroes and Villains, pretty cool that is. Dangerous, I love that from Aphrodisiac. A Hard Day in Hell, another good corker from Rockville. Wild Sides from Rockville as well, another good track. Breathe from Dead Man's Shoes, love that track. Then they do Only the Strong Survive from Tough It Out. I Ain't the One from Aphrodisiac, and this one ends up with a real great version of I Heard It Through the Grapevine. Excellent rendition of the whole of Tough It Out. Because that was recorded in the 80s, it's got the 80s sound, but this is a more modern, updated version. It sounds great. And some classics. You can't go wrong if you like a little bit of soft rock. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10. But my number one live album from FM is from 2019, and it's called The Italian Job, and it was recorded at the Frontiers Rock Festival in Milan in 2018. So we've got Steve Overland on vocals, Jim Kirkpatrick's on lead guitar on this, Merv Goldsworthy as ever on the bass guitar, Pete Jupp and Jem Davis drums and keyboards. So you get this little intro as the band comes on, and then it goes lovely into Black Manage, which is Black Magic even, which is a great track off the Heroes and Villains albums. I Belong to the Night sounds a lot richer from Indiscreet. Then they do a track called Life is a Highway, which is a Tom Cochrane track off his Mad Mad World album. Throw that one in, thank you very much. Then Let Love Be the Leader. Now this was out at the time I saw them, and it was a single from 1987. It's really good. Then you got Someday You Could Be Running from the classic Tough It Out album. Then we have 2 tracks from the Metropolis album, Killed by Love and Metropolis itself. Then we go to the Indiscreet album for a bit of Over You, back to the Metropolis for Closer to Heaven, which is a great track. Does It Feel Like Love from Indiscreet, Story of My Life from Indiscreet, and Love Lies Dying on there. Bad Luck, Tough It Out from Tough It Out, That Girl from Indiscreet. And they end up with another track from the Tough It Out album, Other Side of Midnight. A sterling band. Now, considering it's an outside thing, it sounds brilliant. You know, they've got the sound right, and I think this actually captures the band really good. I think their songs do sound better live. There's more atmosphere than do, but this is a super little album. And I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.5. So there we go. A bit of FM to start, ease you into your Friday, or whenever you're watching this. You could be watching this on a Thursday. Who knows? But or watching it in 3 years' time. Because people still watch stuff that I did 3 years ago. So it always keeps things fresh. Anyway, coming up next is a new album. It's been out a little while, but with all the other great albums out, we got round to it. And it's a band that Simon introduced me to called Wet Leg. And they've just released their second album, Moisturiser. So we'll be having a look at that. So bye for now.